Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait, just you wait, just you wait, just you wait.
Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? Oh, well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials. Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduating to and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war, then we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for. That would be nice. What? Huh, you can't be serious. Yes. You stand for nothing, Burr. What'll you fall for? I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I amaze and astonish. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the A-L-E-X-A-N-D-E-R. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. Then King George turns around, runs a spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. Enter me. Don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. It's time to take a shot. Burr, check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. I think your pants look hot. Lawrence, I like you a lot. Let's hatch a plot blacker than the kettle calling the pot. What are the odds that God will put us all in one spot? Pumping a squad in conventional wisdom, like it or not. A bunch of revolutionary manumission abolitionists. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said,
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we living fast and we laugh. Reach for a flash, we have to make this moment last. That's plenty, scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement. Where all the hungriest brothers with something to prove. When foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. We roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, is that a guarantee of freedom for our descendants? Or will the blood we shed begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants? I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleeding and fighting I've been reading and writing, we need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation, every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties of sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow.
and I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We gonna rise up.
I may not live to see our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell our story, they'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. No matter what they tell you, tomorrow there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight.
Let's have another.
They'll tell the story of tonight.
Raise a glass to
They'll tell the story of tonight.
Raise a glass to freedom.
They'll tell the story of tonight.
They'll tell the story of tonight.
Yeah.
Heed
Have
not
you
the
all
rebel
unravel at the sound of screams,
scream.
but the revolution is coming.
They
The
have-nots
have-nots are gonna
your
win.
interest at
It's hard
heart.
to listen to you with a straight face.
Chaos and bloodshed
already
are
haunt
not
us.
a solution.
And even talk.
Don't
And what
let
about
them
Boston?
lead you
Look at the
astray.
cost and all that we've lost, and you talk
This
about
Congress
My
or
dog
me.
speaks more eloquently
With
than
me unrestrained,
Strangely, your mange is
I
the
pray the
same.
king should.
Is he in Jersey? Oh, the revolution! Repeat yourself again, I'm gonna scream. Honestly, look at me, please don't read. Don't modulate the key, then not debate with me. Why should a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea? Burr, I'd rather be divisive than indecisive. Drop the niceties. As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor. I knew it was the only way to rise up. If they tell my story, I am either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. I will fight for this land, but there's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand, it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes. They're battering down the battery, check the damages. We gotta stop them and rob them of their advantages. Let's take a stand with the stamina God has granted us. Hamilton won't abandon ship, yo, let's steal their cannon. Your Excellency, you wanted to see me? Yes, sir, we keep meeting. Have I done something wrong, sir? Sir? Sir, to be their secretary, I don't think so. I'm not? Yes. Why are you telling me this? I am not throwing away my shot. I need all the help you can get. I have some friends, Lawrence Mulligan, Marquis de Lafayette. Okay, what else? I need some spies on the inside, some kingsmen who might let some things slide. Write to Congress and tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, master the element of surprise. I'll rise above my station, organize your information till we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Sir, rise up, rise up, rise up. What? Ladies, ladies, ladies. That's true. Is it a question of if Burr or which one? Hey, 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 hey. Where are you taking me? And by all means, lead the way. Schuyler, if it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. Eliza, I don't have a dollar to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollop of fame. All I have is my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits, and my top-notch brain. Insane, your family brings out a different side of me. Peggy confides in me, Angelica tried to take a bite of me. No stress, my love for you is never in doubt. We'll get a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I've been living without a family since I was a child. My father left, my mother died. I grew up buck wild, but I'll never forget my mother's face, that was real. As long as I'm alive, Eliza, swear to God you'll never feel so. Eliza, I never felt so. Yo, my life is gonna be fine, cause Eliza's in the name. You strike me as a woman who has never been satisfied. You're like me, I'm never satisfied. I've never been satisfied. Alexander Hamilton, unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait. Where are you taking me? And by all means, lead the way. Schuyler, if it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, I didn't think that you would make it. Ignore them. Congrats to you, Lieutenant Colonel. I wish I had your command instead of man in George's journal. Yes, I do. Is that so? No, these guys should go. Leave us alone. It's all right, Burr. I wish you'd brought this girl with you tonight, Burr. What do you mean? I see. Oh, shit. I will never understand you. If you love this woman, go get her. What are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side of the war. I have never seen the general so despondent. I have taken over writing all his correspondence. Congress writes, George attacked the British forces. I shoot back, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment assistance. They only British money, so sing a song of sixpence. But sir, that's right, make it impossible to justify the cost of the fight. Outrun, outlast, blast.
Raise a glass.
We cut supply lines, we steal contraband, we pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every day, sir, entrust me with a command. And every day he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee, makes him second in command. Yeah, he's not the choice I would have gone with. He shits the bed at the Battle of Monmouth. Ready, sir? Yes, sir. Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen. But sir, I can't disobey direct orders. Lawrence, do not throw away your shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 Duel Commandments. It's the 10 Duel Commandments.
Your lieutenant, when there's reckoning to be reckoned, or negotiate a time and place, you pay him in advance, you treat him with civility, leave a note for your next of kin, tell him where you've been, pray that hell or heaven lets you in.
Your last chance to negotiate, send in your second, see if they can set the record straight.
Aaron Burr, sir, sure. But your man has to answer for his words, Burr. Hang on, how many men died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous? Look him in the eye, ain't no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Count numbers, fire! Lee, do you yield? Go, we won, sir. Don't call me son. Lee called you out, we called his bluff. You're absolutely right. John should have shot him in the mouth. That would have shut him up, not your son. Charles Lee, Thomas Conway, these men take your name and they rake it through the mud. Well, I don't have your name, I don't have your titles, I don't have your land. But if you gave me command of a battalion, a group of men to lead, I could fly above my station after the war. I am more than willing to die. Call me son one more time! Sir, how long have you known? Eliza, you should have told me. No, you should have told me. War's not done. Will you relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide for your life?
History has its eyes on you. History has its eyes on you.
Monsieur Lafayette, are you saying no sweat? We're finally on the field, we've had quite a run.
We get the job done.
So what happens if we win? We'll be with you when you do. See you on the other side. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not till the world turns upside down. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. This is where it gets me. On my feet, the enemy ahead of me. If this is the end of me, at least I have a friend with me. Weapon in my hand, a command of my men with me. Then I remember my Eliza's expecting me. Not only that, my Eliza's expecting. We gotta go, gotta get the job done. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Take the bullets out your gun, the bullets out your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We cannot let a stray gunshot give us away. We will fight up close, seize the moment and stay in it. It's either that or meet the business end of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau. Dig me, you have your orders now, go man go. And so the American experiment begins, with my friends all scattered to the winds. Lawrence is in South Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery. When we finally drive the British away, Lafayette is there waiting in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside, that's right. After a week of fighting, a young man in a red coat stands on a parapet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort their men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. We won! Ooh, Philip, when you smile, I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now. Oh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun, my son. When you smile, I fall apart. And I thought I was so smart. My father wasn't around. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll make a millions. I'll make the world held safe and sound for you. We'll come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away someday, someday. After the war, I went back to New York. I practiced law, Burr worked next door. Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious, bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of our brand new nation, the liberty behind deliberation. I intend to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt with my assistant counsel. Okay, one more thing. Corruption's such an old song that we can sing along in harmony. You know, where is it stronger than in Albany? These colonies, economies, increasingly stalling, and honestly, that's why public service seems to be calling me. I practiced the law, practically perfected it. I've seen injustice in the world and I've corrected it. Now for a strong central democracy. If not, then I'll be Socrates throwing verbal rocks at these mediocrities. I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention. Now what I'm gonna say may sound indelicate. Aaron Burr, sir, can we confer? Sir? Yes, and it's important to me. Burr, you're a better lawyer than me. I know I talk too much. I'm abrasive. You're incredible in court. You're succinct, persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution. The new U.S. Constitution? Hear me out. A series of essays anonymously published defending the document to the public. I disagree. Burr, that's why we need it. So it needs amendments. So is independence. We have to start somewhere. You're making a mistake. Hey, what are you waiting for? What do you stall for? We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution? Then defend it. Burr, we studied and we fought and we killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I don't understand how you stand to the side.
Don't forget
Treasury or State? Treasury or State? Sir, do you want me to run the Treasury or State Department? Let's go. I have to leave. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. They are asking me to leave. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Mr. Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, not true. Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present, we're running a real nation. Would you like to join us? Or stay mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello? If we assume the debts the union gets, a new line of credit, a financial diuretic, how do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost, you'd rather give it a sedative? A civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid cause you don't pay for labor. We plant seeds in the south, we create, they keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war, you didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench while you were off getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president, reticent. There isn't a plan he doesn't jettison. Madison, you mad as a hat, so take your medicine. Damn, you in worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over, I'll show you where my shoe fits. Sir, I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather. So we let Congress get held hostage by the South? Votes. No, we need bold strokes, we need this plan. Look, James Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter. They're being intransigent. They don't have a plan, they just hate mine. Then what happens if I don't get congressional approval? Sir, my dearest Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having to name the play. They think me Macbeth. Ambition is my folly. I'm a polymath, a pain in the ass, a massive pain. Madison is Banquo, Jefferson's Macduff, and Burnham Wood is Congress on its way to Dunsany. And there you are an ocean away. Do you have to live an ocean away? Thoughts of you subside, then I get another letter, and I cannot put the notion away. I'm on my way, I'll be there in just a minute, save my plate. Hey, okay.
Guess what?
Okay. Bravo! Hey, our kid is pretty great. Eliza, I've got so much on my plate. I know I'd love to go. I will try to get away.
My dearest Angelica, my dearest Angelica, you won't be enough. ocean away. You'll only be a moment away.
Schuyler Sisters. Hi, Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway. I'm afraid I cannot join you upstate. No, I have to get my plan through Congress. I lose my job if we don't get this plan through Congress. I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan through Congress. I hadn't slept in a week. I was weak, I was awake. You've never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walked into my life. She said, so I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home. She said, I gave her $30 that I had socked away. She lived a block away, she said. Then I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red, she led me to a bed, let her legs spread and said, hey. That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. Oh my God, she looks so helpless, and her body's saying hell yes. No, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. In my mind I'm trying to go, then her mouth is on mine and I don't say. I wish I could say that was the last time I said that last time. It became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. Even better, it said,
uh-oh, you made the...
I hit the letter and I raced to a place, screamed, I'll cut you in the face, she said. Dressed apologetic, a mess, she looked pathetic, she cried. What's your full story? You said up, stop crying, goddammit, get up. I am ruined, I am helpless. How could I do this? I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you. Show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this, but the situation's helpless, and her body's screaming hell yes. No, show me how to say no to this. How can I say no to this? There is nowhere I can go. When her body's on mine, I do not say yes, 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 yes. Say no to this. I don't say no to this. There is nowhere I can go. Nobody needs to know. Mr. Burr, sir. No, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a lot less work. Huh. I guess I'm gonna finally have to listen to you. Talk less, smile more, do whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress floor. Well, hate the sin, love the sinner. I'm sorry, Burr, I gotta go. Decisions are happening over dinner. I've nowhere else to turn, cause we'll have the banks. We're in the same spot. And I wanted what I got. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. But you don't get a win unless you play in the game. Oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get nothing if you... God help and forgive me, I wanna build something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want, Burr? What do you want, Burr? If you stand for nothing, Burr, what do you fall for? Burr? Since when are you a Democratic Republican? No one knows who you are or what you do. Excuse me? Wait. I've always considered you a friend. You changed parties to run against my father-in-law. You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is gonna bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of a military mess. A game of chess where France is queen and kingless. Who signed a treaty with a king whose head is now in a basket. Would you like to take it out and ask it? Or should we honor our treaty, King Louis's head? Do whatever you want, I'm super dead. Sir. What? Lafayette's a smart man, he'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line? Alas, I admit it. My defendants got acquitted. What? Mr. President, you asked to see me. What do you need, sir? Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it. You're kidding. Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for this behavior. I'll use the press, I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind. No. Ah, good luck defeating you, sir. I'm sorry, what? No, sir. Why? Sir, with Britain and France on the verge of war, is this the best time? As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve. Mr. President, they will say you're weak. Your position is so unique. So why do you have to say goodbye one last time? Though, in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error. I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself will soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws and of a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, of our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. Teach him how to say goodbye. Sit down, John, you fat mother... Mr. Vice President, Mr. Madison, Senator Burr. What is this? Is that what you have? Are you done? Ha! You don't even know what you're asking me to confess. You have nothing, I don't have to tell you anything at all. Unless if I can prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw? Is that a yes? She courted me, escorted me to bed, and when she had me in a corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for assorted me. I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checkered history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. I never spent a cent that wasn't mine. You sent the dogs after my scent, that's fine. Yes, I have reason for shame, but I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. All my answers to your satisfaction. So, Burr, how do I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe-to-toe? In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet for just a moment. A yellow sky. When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown, I couldn't seem to die. I wrote my way out, wrote everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. I looked up and the town had its eyes on me. We passed a plate around, total strangers, moved to kindness by my story. Raised enough for me to book passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell, I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended it well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. And when my prayers to God were met with indifference, I picked up a pen, I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet, just a moment, a yellow sky. I was 12 when my mother died. She was holding me. We were sick and she was holding me. I couldn't seem to die. I'll write my way out, write everything down far as I can see. I'll write my way out, overwhelm them with honesty. This is the eye of the hurricane. This is the only way I can protect my legacy. The Reynolds Pamphlet.
The charge against me is a connection with one James Reynolds for purposes of improper speculation. My real crime is an amorous connection with his wife for a considerable time with his knowing consent. I have frequent meetings with her, most of them at my own house. Mrs. Hamilton with our children being absent on a visit to her father.
Angelica, thank God, someone who understands what I'm struggling here to do. Slow down. Did your friends attempt to negotiate a peace? Where is this happening? Everything is legal in New Jersey. Alright, so this is what you're gonna do. Stand there like a man until Icar is in front of you. When the time comes, fire your weapon in the air. This will put an end to the whole affair. No, you'll follow suit if he's truly a man of honor. To take someone's life, that is something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak. Promise me, you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience. Come back home when you're done. Take my guns, be smart, make me proud, son. Where is my son? Is he alive? Can I see him, please? Philip, I know you did everything just right. I know, I know,
I was aiming for the sky.
I know, save your strength and stay alive.
Is he
I spend hours in the garden. I walk alone to the store. It's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I take the children to church on Sunday, a sign of the cross at the door, and I pray. That never used to happen before. Philip, you would like it uptown. It's quiet uptown. You knock me out, I fall apart. Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out. That would be enough if I could spare his life. If I could trade his life for mine. He'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time, but I'm not afraid. I know who I marry, just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough. Eliza, do you like it uptown? It's quiet uptown. Look around, Eliza. It's quiet uptown. It's quiet uptown. Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, sir, you've created quite a stir, sir. You're openly campaigning. That's new. Burr, is there anything you wouldn't do? What? Yeah, the people are asking to hear my voice. The country is facing a difficult choice. And if you were to ask me who I'd promote, Jefferson has my vote. I had never agreed with Jefferson once. We have fought on like 75 different fronts. But when all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs. Burr has none. Mr. Vice President, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I have always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you would need to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements. Hey, I have not been shy. I am just a guy in the public eye, trying to do my best for our republic. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. Burr, your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what I said, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself. It's what you do. I can't apologize because it's true. You're on. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. I have an early meeting out of town. I know. I just need to write something down. I'll be back before you know I'm gone. This meeting's at dawn. Hey, best of wives and best of women.
Near the same spot your son died, is that why? Your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy. Maybe the last face I ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, you great unfinished symphony you sent for me. You let me make a difference. A place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. I'm running out of time. I'm running and my time's up. Wise up. Eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up, Eliza. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom.